Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Red Raiders will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
To throw, it's Sayin. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
The Buckeyes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking for a gap. It's Peoples. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
And I really don't understand the play call. Palmer, like third and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on third and long.
The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. The kick is on its way. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. From the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Morton. Makes the grab, it's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On third down, going up top. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Making side adjustments here. Trying to turn the corner on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Sayin. It's complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass play.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State, the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you can pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. The Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Joyner. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Fires to the big fella. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Caught close to the marker. It's Joyner. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Corners are going to bail. Back to throw. It's Morton. Time to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just keep slinging it. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Virgil. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking the shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
And the Red Raiders need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Morton. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect play to wrap up the first quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. The toss to the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Donaldson. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the move. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And oftentimes running backs love draw throws because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
The Red Raiders can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
And the Red Raiders are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. To throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Finds his open man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. To the air, it's Sayin. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. The screen, he can go. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's fourth down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
Hand off to the lone back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looks as if he's going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And that is no good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Joyner. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Takes the handoff. It's Joyner. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Snagged in the middle. It's Douglas. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Morton. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Eakin. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. And the Red Raiders in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pressure coming. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Makes a connection. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
QB starts the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. 2nd down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Rushes on him. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap it up here in the 1st half. Stay tuned. 2nd half not too far away. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 2nd half. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off. But you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the 1st down.
Back to pass, it's Morton. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Douglas. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. They go to the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Did a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And he missed it. No good. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good. Still down by 6. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll move the wide receiver to the air. It's Sayin. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
They go right back to it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. The offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And it's picked off for the third time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, their defense did a great job keeping their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the 3rd play of this drive, 3rd down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Rifles it down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. In this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Under fire. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Oh, and you'd love to have that play back if you're that defender. 3rd down, and you almost pick that off. That's a catch you need to make. If he catches that, that might be pick 6.
They kick it away on 4th down. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Looking down the middle. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is in the air. Smashes through the tackle. Special team. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. They try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
It's complete. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fires to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Morton. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running back searching for a hole. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter.
Texas Tech.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Wide receiver going in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Virgil. There he goes. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And, man, this offense needed that. They've got to get it going. That clock is ticking. They've got 0 points on the game. They've got to put a couple of plays together. There's play number 1. Let's see if they can get a streak going, get down the field, and put some points on the scoreboard.
The give on the inside. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Here comes the heat. Unloads to the right. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
It's a seam wide open. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Play action. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for space. It's Peoples. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late. You want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front. A surge by the...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Sayin. Looking left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points, and now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Peoples. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He has the first and still on his feet. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
They'll try the run. Across the 25. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And this offense continues to have success and just put a long drive together. But on this defense, I'm getting desperate now. It's desperation. I got to make a play. I got to force something to happen. I got to change something up, and I got to get this football back to my offense.
The Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll throw it from the red zone. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fires downfield. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Wants to throw. It's Sayed. Grabbed behind the line. It's Peoples. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Fires toward the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Tries to do it himself on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Bringing the heat.
Man, and the defense comes up with the sack, and this is the day. This is honestly not what we expected. We expected this to be a high-flying offense. You know, this trigger man is usually really, really on top of things. This is a day he would love to forget.
Makes the catch. It's Eakin. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the score.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it.